Wow, welcome back to another video on the Father&Sons YouTube channel. And if you're looking at the title, then you'll know it's been it's a heartbreaking time and a very disastrous time in the main pond. Reason being is because Saturday morning I found one of my fish floating on the top. It was my Common Ryu. Pulled it out in the net, looked it over, and it looked like someone poured acid on its skin, which is not the first time we've had a fish like that, but it's definitely the first fish up here in well over a year that we've lost to something like that. So my dad pulled all of the fish out. And then he found a Doyotsu saterday, which is also mine, with a big hole in its mouth. And no, it didn't die. It's still alive. I've treated it today, to be exact. Today, when I'm recording this, is a Wednesday, and all this happened on Saturday. So we treated it and put it in with the goldfish. And yes, the goldfish are no longer in the main pond. Neither is that carp, because we finally got an easy pod. Finally, but I'll get into that in a little bit later. But on Monday, I came out here and I checked all of the fish. I pulled them all out one by one, and all the ones that had problems went into a box similar to that, but not like that obviously, but it's very similar. And the first fish I pulled out was my Jinrin Chagoi. Puffed up like a balloon. I rolled it over upside down to check under its belly, and it's all bluey red, so which had dropsy. So that was fish one. We had a Shiro Yutsuri with raised scales and a little bit red on his tail. That was fish number two. There is a Matsuba in here, an orange Matsuba that we've had well over a year, with a little bit of fin rot when we bought it, but that's why we got it a little bit cheaper. That's got a little bit worse, but it hasn't changed much. My Kahaku's in here. That had a raised scale, which the scale has fell off, so hopefully that's on the mend. The scale fell off after we treated it. We got two Yamato Nishikis. One's got a big hole like that in the side of it, also known as an ulcer, which has been treated, and the other one's got an ulcer coming, but hopefully we've stopped it. Touch wood, we've stopped it just in time from coming through. And the last two fish in there are two Achibas, Doyotsu Achibas. One of the Achibas is black. It's got a mark on it, and the other one is known as bent back because its spine's not straight like this, it's a little bit crooked. He's got a little bit of fin rot underneath his front pec. Now, on Monday, I treated basically all the fish in there. The only one I haven't mentioned is my Jinrin Shiro Yutsuri, because there's nothing wrong with that, but it's going to stay in there just in case, because I don't want to bring a fish from here and put it into the fish down at the house, because then we will have problems. And also, the water has been checked. They are all clear, not even a glare of red on nitrite and nitrate. So I don't know what's causing this, but we're not the only people out there that are losing them right now. And yeah, on Monday we lost the Jinrin Chagoi, and today we lost that Shiro Yutsuri that had the raised scales. because it was actually bleeding under the scales. But but I just don't understand why all the problems have come now. Started from Saturday all the way to the present day, which is Wednesday when you're seeing it, when it's been recorded, and you'll probably see this Thursday. But yeah, that's why I haven't been uploading often, because I just haven't been in the mood. Because Oscar, my 6-year-old bearded dragon, yes, he's officially 6, has developed a little limp. He limps every time he walks. He's probably pulled a muscle in his leg, so he's sleeping now, so hopefully he can rest his leg, and hopefully that'll be all good. And Phil, the baby dragon, he is fast asleep as well, because he's during his hibernation or brumation thing that the bearded dragons go through. So he's been asleep now for like 3 weeks, and yes, we have been checking on him. He is breathing because he opens his eyes every morning. But back onto the pond. I don't know what's causing this, but all the fish I've treated them again today with the help of my dad. The Saragoi has been treated, the 2 Yamatonishkis have been treated. Oh, I've got to remember off my head now. There's a little orange thing in there, I don't know what it's called. It's like almost like a kahaku looking thing. It's very small. That's got a problem right next to it, its eye. That's been treated. And the Matsuba has been treated, and the bent back Achiba has been treated. Talking about Achiba, our big Achiba, as you know from previous video, we bought a 40cm female Doitsu Achiba, that she's got a little problem right next to her eye. Well, it's got worse, but touch wood, it's on the mend, because it's not red, it's actually pink, so hopefully it's healing up. But it's right next to her eye, and it's very worrying. But she's still eating, she's still super friendly, so, but I am monitoring it as closely as I can. So yeah, that's all I can really say on that front. But yes, on to some better news, minus the heartbreak that we've had here on the Father and Son Square channel. We finally got ourselves an easy pot to replace the pressurized 15,000 litre pressurized filter that's currently running the indoor pond. Basically that. And it's now connected up to a Mighty Mite 2000, which is over there. That pump used to run the Becky shower, but the Becky shower's on a new pump. It's actually on that pump. Some of you viewers, if you stuck around with me that long, you remember I bought a brand new 3000 Mighty Mite pump, and is now running that. But before I connected that to it, obviously, we got a Pondo Max Eco 5000 with the Easy Pod, and we plumbed it to that. Well, the water fountain out of it was lovely, and then all you hear is it's surging for water, even though it was in water, and then you just hear it die. And after that, it didn't work again, and it weren't seized because I can still spin it over. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, that's a waiting to go in the bin. And we got a spare air pump, like the one down there, but that one down there is our air pump that we had running the Nexus that's just behind that wall, hence why the air pump's there humming away. That's a 120, because you need a 120 or, well, a 90 or a 1 up to a 130 for a Nexus 300. But yeah, we got another air pump that's now running the indoor pool where all the little fishies are, and they're doing great. Some of them have grown mentally quick. We've even picked up I picked up two small ones yesterday, a Jinrin Kujaku and a Kikakuru. So it's nice to have two little babies. And then before that, we picked up two Doitsu Showas. But yeah, that's what's been happening since Saturday, all the way through to Wednesday, which is when this has been recorded. So yeah, over 5 days we've lost 3 fish, and some are still very injured. But yeah, touch wood, we can bring them all back, and they can live a happy life. But if you are a new viewer and you're just checking out my channel, let me tell you, give a little rundown on the pond. So it's got a bottom drain, feeds into a 10,500 litre pump, Pondo Max pump. I think it's a Pondo Max, or it's an Eco 10,500. Through the UV, which is currently switched off, into our Nexus 300 filter. Back into the pond. We have a 3,000 litre Mighty Mite, which is that pump right there. Let me see if I turn that around a little bit. Great little pumps these. That pump there, that's running our Becky shower. And we've also got I've put a new air stone in there yesterday, and it's bubbling great. And we've got so much spare stuff, to old, small, tiny baby air pumps, to more air pumps, more boxes, spare fish tank. Believe it or not, that tank is older than I am. I'm 22 and my dad says that tank's 30 plus years old, and it's still here. He was telling me once that he had Oscars in it. If you don't know what Oscars are, they're part of the Chilid family. Very aggressive fish, and they get, you know, to where my can of monster is to where my hand is. They get massive, and then if they don't get fed, they start eating each other. But yeah, it's a little bit of a story for you. And there's the little rundown on the pond. But yes, I'll take you down in a second after I've checked this Nexus, because I don't know when this Nexus was last cleaned. And if you're wondering why the pond looks a little bit green, like a bluey green colour, it's because we've got some of that in it. And this is what I used when Derek had that mouth problem, and he was in that blue tank for well over a month, and it healed up. So they swim around in it. So that pond's just under 2,000 litres, just under, so it's like 1,009, just 2,000 litres. A little bit less than the literage in there. So yeah, 6 doses of that is 2,100 litres, which is roughly what this is, because it's just under 2,000 litres, so a little bit more doesn't hurt. So they swim around in that for a week, and then it'll have to have a big water change. But yeah, I'll take you down. We'll check out the Easy Pod, and then we'll check out the healthy babies, as I call it. So yeah, pick up in a second. Sorry for the wind. There it is. One Easy Pod, and the tank that is running it with the 2,000 litre Mighty Mite. Oh yeah, that's doing its job lovely. But yeah, there it is. And this isn't the normal gate you get. We've had to change that. And then here, that's all the babies. Take this air stone out a second. There she is. See, she's got that mark on her face. Ow. It's okay. There she comes. Oh, they're great. I love them. So we've got nearly 30 fish in here. It's quite the sight. He's proper munching on my hand right now. There's a fish you ain't seen for a while. There she is. They all think it's feeding time, and they've just been fed. There's the mark there on the right side of her eye. There's one of our new ones. Another one over there, the little shower. Another one there, Jinrin Kujaku. And the little white Kikakuru that's just darted off somewhere. Super friendly. There's a little Kikakuru gone. But yeah, when's the last time you saw that? The big scale cheaper. Oh, there it is down there, the little white Kikakuru. See the mark on her face? What are you after? You hungry? Can't be hungry. What's saying that? They might be. So we have to give them a mix. Jesus. There we go. All doing well. He's still here wanting any more food. Definitely one of the friendliest. But yeah, I'll pick all up when I'm back in the shed. Right, I'm back up to the shed now. I'm going to check this Nexus while we're here. As you can see, Nexus 300. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a heavy lid. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that down there. Doing his job. Bobbling away. Sorry if that was noisy, but I was moving that lid with one hand. If you was wondering what all that blue stuff was, that is the antibacteria that you put in a filter to start it off. We put a bottle of that, or half a bottle of that, in the Easy Pod, and the rest in the Nexus. But if you're wondering what the setup is down at the house, it's one of these 9.5 foot swimming pools that were turned into a pond, which is great. It's been up and running since November, with a 15,000 litre pressurised filter with a 1500 litre pump, and yeah, with a 70 litre air pump for the 2 air stones. And if I'd had to guess, there's probably 25 to 30 fish in there, plus the sick ones we've got up here. So we've got about nearly 40 koi, 50 fish in total. That's adding 40 koi. I think it's 40. So I think there's still over 10 in here. 40 koi, and the 9 goldfish and the carp. So yeah, got over 50 fish. But yeah, I know I haven't been uploading much. Hopefully in the upcoming weeks that will change, because I am, when I'm not doing my koi stuff, and then when I'm not seeing to Oscar, I am, what I do, I repair consoles, gaming consoles. That's what I do. I repair them and customize them, and yeah, I that's what I do on the regular day-to-day basis when I'm not doing the whole koi stuff, because it can be quite relaxing and it can be quite a pain in the arse. Again, sorry for the bad language to my younger viewers, if anyone does watch me. And also another thing, I have been watching a lot of koi tubers recently, and I can see that Becky shower dripping again. God's sake. So I'm going to have to see to that in a second, because we don't want no more water leaking out of there. I have been watching a lot of Twisted Koi. He's got some beautiful fish. He's got a beautiful Saragoi and a lovely Deutz Crashy Koi, like similar to what Derek was, except Derek was a male, not a female. But yeah, he's got super nice channel. So yeah, recommend check him out. Kerry's Koi, Twisted Koi, Koi Diaries, and quite a lot of others. I watch a lot of koi YouTubers because it's quite interesting. But I do know that we're not the only people out there at the moment losing fish for no reason, because the water in there is fine, because we've done the tests and the red, it ain't even showing up as red, it's white, the green is white, and the yellow is yellow. So the pond is spot on. So yeah, but all the people that do show the love and support, I appreciate it, or should I say we appreciate it as much as possible, as I know that these times are tough, and they're tough for me because it seems like it's a never-ending battle. After losing Derek, my 40cm Deutz Crashy Koi, last year, it just hasn't been the same without him. And we didn't lose him and it wasn't our fault that we lost him, it was actually the seller that sold him to us fault that we lost him, because the tank was treated with something toxic to fish. Like, it's like pouring battery acid in water, it turns it toxic. And they treated the tank with something toxic, and yeah, it killed him. Because that would explain why his big hole in his mouth just suddenly appeared out of nowhere. And then the bad winter that started in 2021 and ended in May time 2021, made it look like he was covered in acid. And yeah, Thursday night, May 1st, he died. Oh, it's upsetting to talk about, because he was a very, very lovely fish that me and my dad were both attached to, because every time you walk up the path, he'd be there in the middle of the pond, and when he sees you, he'd turn around and his mouth starts going. He'll graze against your hand, and he'll just, he was lovely. But yeah, he's in a better place, and I'm sure you'll see each other again in the afterlife, just like with all the others that we've lost. But yeah, again, thank you for all the love and support. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I will let you go. But yeah, there will be more videos coming. Hopefully the next one will be Friday or Saturday. I don't know when. But if we pick up any more fish, I'll be sure to video it there and then. And yeah, I'll see you then. The next video actually might be one of Oscar. Actually, I'm not sure. But I'll see you whenever. But yeah, thank you for sticking with me all this time. Just yeah, it's very hard for me to find the motivation to keep making videos. But as always, if you like the content, you want to support us even more, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos from me and my dad, obviously, because this is lives up to its name, Father and Sons Koi. Because if it weren't for my dad, I wouldn't have the experience and the knowledge that I have now about fish. You know, I didn't even know how to clean the Nexus. You know, I actually watched him clean it, and I learned. So now I can actually clean the Nexus on my own. So I might even do a video on that. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye.